There you go. There you go.
Oh, and it was on camera too.
Oh my God! Look at two fat guys.
Tonight on KO versus
Pikachu!
World Heroes 2. World Heroes 2 was developed and published by ADK with the assistance of our beloved SNK in 1993 for the Neo Geo MBS arcade machine, as well as a few home consoles including the Super Nintendo in '94, which is the version we're looking at here. A follow-up to the original World Heroes, the SNES version of World Heroes 2 was another example of Nintendo's ability to convert demanding arcade titles onto its 16-bit workhorse. In order to accurately port the game to the much less powerful console, the cartridge had a gigantic 24 megabit ROM to ensure no loss of characters or quality.
World Heroes 2 returns with the original cast of fighters from the first game, but also introduced us to 6 more as well as a new final boss, all of which are welcomed additions to the lineup.
Where the first game lacked any sort of real personality, World Heroes 2 steps up as a recognizable and memorable fighting game in an era with juggernauts like Street Fighter II, Mortal Kombat, and SNK's very own Fatal Fury, which was no easy feat.
Unique characters, music, and level designs weren't all it took to make a memorable fighting game in those days. In order to succeed, the game had to be good, really good, and we're about to find out who's the best in this underappreciated classic here on Versus.
Welcome back to KO Versus once again. It's been a little while.
Yes, it has.
But we're bringing back this series with World Heroes 2 on the Super Nintendo.
Yes, I love this game. The first one is not really all that good, and I'm kind of glad we just skipped to number 2.
Yeah, the first one, it didn't do anything for me. Yeah, this game is a lot of fun to play because it's like so close to the arcade, you know.
Yeah.
At least as close as the Super Nintendo could get to it. It's a really impressive game.
Yeah, it's definitely it's almost, I would say, if you had to rate Street Fighter, King of Fighters, and then you got, you know, World Heroes.
I'm gonna take Jan to start with.
You're gonna go with Jan. If you're gonna go with Jan, then I think I'm gonna go with Ryoko.
So it's nice to finally be reviving this series. It's been, what, I think 2 months now since we shot one of these.
Yeah.
You know? Oh.
I mean, the good thing about playing this one is that after we're done playing this one, we're eventually gonna show y'all, you know, the one for the Wii.
Yeah, which one's that? It's the actual arcade port.
World Heroes Perfect.
Yeah, that's the one.
We're gonna go with Ryoko's stage. You think you're fucking sexy with that blue hair? You got nothing. You got nothing.
I'm not gonna lie, Ryoko's a tough one.
Let's do this.
I'm glad the TV's acting up okay. See, we record with composite cables, you know, I know it's like, you're not gonna get great footage out of it, but that's just what we have. Someday I'd like to upgrade all these to RGB SCART.
Oh, shit.
Okay. Oh, everything's all about throws with this girl. I forgot about her.
She's judo.
Oh, it's gonna be a tough one.
Oh, come on. Oh, don't do this to me.
Oh, don't do what to you? Beat you? Yeah. Well, that's a good start, but watch, now that I'm getting ahead of myself. Usually this is Mike's game, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little nervous right now.
And you know what? It will still be my game today. No. No, you dazed me.
I'll tell you right now, talking shit has never done me good in the past, Mike. Ooh.
Oh, man. Alright, so he takes... Okay, no, that's fine,
and
guys.
this is going to be our standard best of 3, as you've seen in the previous videos. Any of you who are subscribed to the channel.
He's got the first one, Ryoko. You know what?
I didn't mean to make you cry.
You know what, Ryoko? It's okay. You know what I mean?
I know that one hurt you a little on the inside. It's one of your best.
Yeah, I like her. I like her.
Alright.
So, yeah. That's alright. Moving on, though.
Okay. Who are we going to go with next?
You know what? I'm going to pick C-Kid.
C-Kid, huh? Well, I think we have to go with Rasputin.
Rasputin?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like this guy a lot. It's pretty flamboyant. It's not so much prevalent in this version of the game. You don't really pick up on that. But you definitely pick up on it in the Neo Geo version. That's for sure. He's pretty hey, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no. Look, nothing against gay people, but
no,
he's
not
gay.
at all. Yeah,
he's gay.
Matter of fact, I just think it adds some character to him. But
yeah, let's.
he has so many good moves.
Yeah, he does. You know what? Not for nothing, he's got the coolest effect around him too. He's like glowing with like.
Yeah, he's like pure magic.
Where's Rasputin's actually? Where's his stage? You know, I want to.
Yeah.
I want to pick Rasputin's stage.
Isn't this the snow level?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like C-Kid's stage.
Yeah. They got some pretty good music in this one too.
Yeah. So he's definitely Russian if you can't tell. I mean, we're apparently in Moscow. Ooh.
You know, the backstage kind of looks like Aladdin's castle, like
oh yeah,
in the cover.
I know what you mean.
It just looks like they did a repainting.
But
of
that's that famous structure in Moscow.
The Taj Mahal.
No, Taj Mahal's not in Russia. Mike.
Oh.
That's definitely not Russia. No, that's like I don't honestly I don't know what it is, and I'd make an ass out of myself if I even tried to say it. But I know that's a famous landmark in Moscow.
Obviously, I don't know shit. So.
Wow.
Yeah, there we go.
Not turning out the way I'd hoped it to.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Absolutely relentless against Rasputin.
I hate Rasputin.
I know you do.
Oh my
Rasputin
god.
hates you too.
Yeah.
Gotta come out of this one alive.
That's what I'm talking about. Yes. You know what? I got real focus right there. I had
I
to.
know. That first one you just plowed through me. The second one I got a hold of myself a little bit, but it wasn't enough.
Held my own there. All right, so it's a loss for Rasputin.
look at his losing face too. He's like,
yeah, I see it. Yeah, you know what I mean. He's got his hands all out. You know.
All right, what's next?
All right, so we picked C-Kid versus Rasputin. You know what? I'm gonna go with Shura.
Shura. Hanzo.
Now, Shura is my favorite fighter in this game. In this specific one, he's my favorite fighter, and I love him in the Game Boy event. I mean, the Game Boy World Heroes to Jet. Shura's
I still haven't
my
played
favorite
that yet. From our video, our first. Was it our first? No, it was our second.
No, it was the
right?
second video.
Our second What's on the Table video. If you haven't seen those, check them out.
No,
for
no,
sure.
you're right. It was the first. I'm sorry. It was the first. It was
thought
the
you had-
first.
What was it,
that
Battle
was
Arena
Battle
Toshinden?
Toshinden was the second.
Okay.
Yeah, from the first, I showed World Heroes
Still
to
got to
Jet.
see that game. I wonder how that translates.
Oh,
to...
it's good. It's good.
Really? On the Game Boy?
It plays like the arcade one more than the Super Nintendo one.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna go with Hanzo's stage.
All right. It's the one with all the trees in the background, I think,
Yeah,
right?
I like his stage is one of my most favorite stages anyway. I like the setting.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Got some tombstones in the back.
Yeah. Now, you know, a lot of these characters, what I like about them is that they're almost like a blend of two characters in one from Street Fighter characters, you know what I mean?
It's hard not to play any fighting game from this era and not immediately compare it to Street Fighter.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is what makes it like kind of unique is like, you know, obviously they gained something from Street Fighter. But
Well, then I don't know, like, which game, honestly, I don't know which game was out first. I mean, for the Super Nintendo, Street Fighter 2 was definitely out first, but for the arcades, I'm not sure.
well, I
I
know
think Street Fighter, but don't quote me on that, because I'm not 100%.
Well, I know Dragon, the character from this game predates Fei Long. Like he was the first character, I believe, in this fighting game at least, or in this genre or whatever, that portrayed Bruce Lee.
So you've said that before, but I don't know for sure.
Yeah, no, you can look it up.
I'm sure you're right, because Fei Long was part of Street Fighter 2, Super Street Fighter 2, the New Challengers, and that was obviously like a remake of Street Fighter 2.
Yeah,
There's so many versions of Street Fighter 2.
yeah,
You know, that's okay. I like all of them.
yeah. You know, I kind of, you know what? Not for nothing. I kind of don't. Now that I've played like Turbo, I'm kind of spoiled with Turbo
Oh,
and
yeah.
Championship Edition.
Turbo and Championship Edition are definitely the definitive ones.
I mean, I love Alpha. Like, I mean, when you,
Oh, I do. I just mean as far as Street
Yeah,
Fighter
yeah,
2 is
exact-
concerned,
yeah.
And it's funny, you think Super Street Fighter 2 would be the best, just being that it came out the latest and has the most characters,
right?
but that's not necessarily true.
Yeah.
That hurt. Fuck. You think I'd learn? Oh no. Shit!
The knee.
Oh, that hurts too. Hanzo's like my skill character in this game. I'm usually not that good with anyone else, so
I feel pretty good. I
We'll
feel
see.
pretty good.
yeah, I bet you do.
There we go.
Alright, so are we 2-1 now?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Alright.
I mean, I'm gonna take it. Might as well finish it off with his brother.
What do you mean finish it off?
Finish it off with
Yeah,
his
you ain't
brother.
finishing nothing off.
Oh, and one thing about this game too is if you look it up, some of these characters are based on real people.
Oh, clearly.
that's
I mean, you
unique.
know. I want to say Hulk Hogan with him.
Hanzo, Fuma, Dragon.
Well, Hanzo and Fuma, who are they based off of?
like the ninjas.
Oh, I don't. Again, not familiar with a lot of stuff. Where are you gonna go? Do a Sea Kid stage. That's a nice
Kid?
one. Yeah.
Alright. Alright.
I like the music in that one.
Round one. Fight.
All right. Muscle power.
Oh man.
Oh. Ugh. He's not incredibly varied in his attacks, but just like Zangief, man, you get hit and you know it. If you haven't noticed, we compare a lot of stuff on this show to Street Fighter.
We do.
I just think that both of us kind of accept it as a standard in fighting games, especially from this era.
The thing is, you know what? When you take the only one that I can say that like they're close enough to pretty much their own two I should say that are close enough to where they're mostly their own thing is I would have to say is King of Fighters and Mortal Kombat.
Well, then you got Killer Instinct too. It's definitely its own thing.
That is, but if you look at Killer Instinct, it's kind of almost like Mortal Kombat in some senses. It's got like a Street Fighter kind of feel to it.
It only kind of looks like Mortal Kombat with its digitized fighters. Oh.
Yeah. Dragon. All right.
Come on. Come on.
Let's go, Dragon. You can take this home.
Round 3. Fight.
Gotta try and be aggressive and basic at the same time. It's the only way I'm gonna do anything with this guy.
Let's go. Come on.
She's so
Let's
fast, you know?
Oh, man.
Man, and we had a warm-up game before this too, and I was kicking his ass.
He did bust my ass, but you know what? Like I said, you know, Kuna Matata, I'm a champion, you know what I mean? And,
Whatever, this is his game. It really is. It always has been.
yeah, feels good.
We haven't done one in a while, so whatever.
We needed this, though, like, you know what I mean? It's good to get back to what we love, fighting games. You know, we do make a lot of comparisons to Street Fighter.
In like all of our versus videos. Well, all the fighting ones anyway.
Street Fighter did set the standard for how fighting games of this...
The effects can still be seen in most fighting games today, you know?
Yeah.
And eventually we are going to get to Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat and King of Fighters. We are going to get to these games. We've just been kind of holding off on it.
Those are special.
So yeah, very special to both of us because we're both really good at them. It's not a game like this where it's really lopsided, but whatever. I shouldn't be making excuses. I mean, the truth is I'm just not very good at it. I had plenty of time to prepare. I knew we were shooting this for at least a few days.
At least he admits it. I'm fine with that. You know what I mean? I don't care. So, chalk up another win. If you like what we do, please subscribe. Hit that like button. It always helps. Thank you for tuning in.
Yeah, leave some feedback for us in the comment section below. Be looking forward to hear what you think. Stay tuned for another episode of Versus.
See ya.